30 players still with golf to play in round one. They'll come back out early tomorrow morning and finish up. One of those is Eric Cole in his championship debut, and he's standing by right now with Todd Lewis.
Rich, thank you very much. Eric, what a nice day today. He's kind enough to stop by and spend some time with us. I know he wants to get to bed because he's got to be out here early in the morning. First off, as you analyze the performance that you had today, what do you feel like you excelled at?
Well, I stayed pretty patient. I didn't hit all the shots perfect, and when I did get a couple good breaks out there, but when I had an opportunity to make a birdie or, have a good look, they seemed to go in, so I'd say I putted pretty well too.
Strategy-wise, did you feel like you could be a little more aggressive today once things started clicking for you?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. You definitely have to be careful. It's a very tough course, and you can end up on the wrong side if you're too aggressive. So it's kind of one of those things where if you're feeling good, you want to push it a little bit, but you have to keep it in check just because of the way Don Ross designs courses.
We've seen you progress on the PGA Tour so far this season, a couple of top fives. You were definitely in the mix at the Honda Classic. This is your first PGA Championship and just your second major. How prepared do you feel to contend here at this major?
Relatively prepared, I'd say. It's just golf. The golf ball doesn't know the difference whether it's a major or you're playing with your buddies. So as far as like a skill set, I feel like relatively prepared, but, it's a big environment, and, it's something that, probably takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's somewhere I want to be and I enjoy being.
Considering, I know the circumstances were what they are, but considering how well you were playing, you're disappointed that you didn't get to finish?
Maybe a little bit, but it's just one of those things that comes with playing an outdoor sport. Sometimes the weather doesn't really let you, whether it's storms or in this case frost. So, it's one of those things we're kind of used to, and it's just part of the job.
Final thing, you got a little more golf than normal tomorrow. What attitude do you want to bring to the course here?
I just want to keep doing what I've been doing. Obviously it worked well today, and just kind of keep focusing on what I've been working on, and make sure I get some rest tonight and come out ready to go tomorrow.
All right, I got to follow up. What have you been working on?
Just mostly little stuff with my swing, just kind of fundamental stuff. Nothing crazy, but just the same stuff I've worked on for a long time. And, the more routine you can kind of fall into, the easier it is to go day to day, I feel like.
Eric, I appreciate you stopping by. I really do. Get some rest tonight. I know you're hungry. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Rich?
What a day. Thank you, Todd and Eric. Rich Lerner alongside Brandel Chambly and Paul McGinley. Lots to get to tonight. Bryson DeChambeau, there's plenty there. John Rahm, what happened to John? Rory fought back today. Jordan Spieth still in it somewhat for the career slam shot 73. Scotty Scheffler, we'll touch on him in moments. He was airtight today. But let's go with Eric Cole. I mentioned that he's a mini tour legend, Brandel. Guy won 57 times on what they call the minor league golf tour, including an event last month. That's right, with a PGA Tour card. He showed up and won a mini tour event. Loves to play.
Look, he's the reason that players keep trying, they keep hanging on, even though they've missed qualifying school. They got on the Korn Ferry Tour. They got beat up a little bit. They go back to the mini tour. He's the reason. At 34 years of age, again, we hear it all the time, Paul. This is
Seamus Power's another one, too.
Exactly. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon, especially as much money as there is out there in the world of golf. You think if you haven't made it by 27 or 28 eons ago, you'd go get a job because there really wasn't a whole lot waiting for you. But what there is waiting for you is a pot of gold out there. And if you look at him, it's an underdog story for sure, but his world rank is 122, and the fact that he came in here as the fifth alternate makes you sort of think back to John Daly, 1991. John Daly was, 168th in the world?
Sean McKeel was 169.
Sean McKeel was 169 when he won right here. So more underdog stories, greater underdog stories have been told around here and in the world of golf. And as we found out this year at the Honda, Eric Cole is an easy fella to pull for and to watch. And as you watched him work his way through this golf course, the closer he gets to the greens, and once he gets onto the greens, he's better and better and better. It was a tremendous day for him.
Yeah, I think it was a good day. Absolutely, of course it was. And but the question will be the point that you made there at the end. If you look at his statistics, hitting the ball straight and hitting the ball with great arm play is not normally his forte. And I think over 4 days, you know, we're going to see the guys who are really strong in that category come to the fore, particularly the power hitters. We've seen a lot of guys have quite good scores today from playing from the rough, you know, powering it out of the rough. One of the big correlations that I noticed today was the ability to play good iron play and be the top of that leaderboard. Iron play is coming to the fore. All of those guys top of the leaderboard ranked very high in the category of not fairways hit, not driving distance, but strokes gained approach, and that's what I'm going to keep an eye on over the next few days.
Dusty, I was just going to say, if you just look at the scoring average today, it was absolutely ideal. There wasn't much wind to speak of out there. The scoring average was right at 74. The top 10 players in the world, by the last time I counted, were 23 over par. That includes the 67 by Scotty Scheffler. So given the fact that the wind's going to blow quite hard over the next 3 days, or at least it's forecasted. Paul, I'll check with the weather guy over here. Is that correct? Something like that?
It's correct, Brandon. Well done. You're paying attention.
Thank you. I try to hang on your every word over there, Paul. Yeah, I'm still sticking by 2, 3, 4 under par winning this golf tournament.